message to do today. All right, let's get into it. Hmm. Mm. That's a good woman. All right, guys. It's Multimedia 7 here to do a channel message. Zodiac signs: Aries, Leo, Cancer, Sagittarius, Taurus, and Scorpio. Very significant. This message was made and curated on Tuesday, May 19th, 2026 at 9 a.m. All right. Notes in regards to this message: God helps me remember what's important from my dreams. All right. There's been this previous theme I'm just not understanding about where goals, ambitions, plans, etc., um, that you're working towards, but somebody could have wanted you to forget about that. That could have something to do with like your inner child, like maybe these endeavors that you're venturing about remind you of nostalgic things or how you used to feel about passion projects and things of that sort from when you were younger. The ambition, I would rather say. Somebody wanted you to like basically have a stick up your ass. No pun intended. Somebody wanted you to like maybe what you want to do is unconventional to tradition, society norms, and things like that. So somebody, it's like somebody wanted you to be structured, but why? It should be the question. Anywho's notes in regards to this message. Enemy doesn't want you to see something. Someone left a situation. Uh, Let me tell y'all. Like, so this is a situation that previously happened in regards to nobody really to me, but like this bitch was trying to do some reverse psychology, and I was like, I don't even know you. I don't like you. I'm not even it didn't make sense to me. And like it was so funny why the person was trying to do reverse psychology to make me do something that they didn't even want to do. It like the negativity just happened to them. So it's just like it's something like that going on right now where somebody trying to do reverse psychology on you so that you can act a specific way that they don't even want to act themselves, and they still gonna get caught up in the tomfoolery and foolishness. Anywho's, this could be a scenario situation where maybe somebody wants you to be a part of the team or a part of their like business venture or something like that. But there was somebody that was trying to act as if they were you, where they could do the things that you could do in regards of qualifications, prerequisites, and shit like that. Um, this person did something, all right, where they got had to be put on the spot, and they immediately had to leave a situation scenario because they weren't acting to the best of their abilities within their own truth. Because a back to sender reversal was done. This enemy, this opposition, they wanted to make you cry for whatever reason. There's a Six God reference. I believe that's like Drake. Iceman Project, very significant. Something about being inspired by album cover. Something about photos. In regards to romantic love interests and things of that sort, like your romantic lover might enjoy getting photography photography from you or seeing you on social media in some sort of way where like they just believe that your portfolio your portfolio is giving like album cover like it's really that um or maybe there's something about album covers. Maybe you're recreating an album cover for a business venture. Hmm, interesting. All right, there's something about hmm, keep it going. There's something about to retweet something on Twitter. Or Birdie told me something, or something like that. That phrase in that saying is very significant. I know in the previous channel message I was talking about there was a light skinned couple or two people who were sexually active, a male and a female, light skin complexion, tattoos, both of them were wearing, and something about their news being leaked on Twitter. So I don't know. It could be something about that going on. Hello, how are you? Mm, there could be two artists in the entertainment industry, very significant. Someone tried taking those people out to some swinging shit. I'm not into that, but so I don't know what that has to do with anything. Like maybe episode of Swingers gone wrong. Maybe there's a couple that entertains other people outside their relationship, and somebody recorded such an act, and it got leaked onto Twitter. God forbid on my life. Supposedly by two Illuminates, people possibly in the Illuminati who are both from urban communities, is very significant. Somebody could have been tricked in the industry, something like that, where they were told that they had to participate in pornographic acts to join the Illuminati. That don't even make sense. That don't even make sense. Why would somebody? Why? It probably they probably didn't think like Illuminati. They probably thought like it could be maybe aspiring artists, musicians in the music industry that could have thought that by partaking in basically PORN they would become like elites or something like that, and that no. It's like somebody wanted to trick these two people out their spot. Someone didn't want two people performing or being performers. Here we go. There's two artists that are supposed to perform somewhere at some event. This got to be a very, very significant event, something like landmark worthy or something, you know. But there's an opposition who do not want these two performers performing. So either these two performers, these artists, these musicians, are already dating or sexing on each other, or someone could have tried to play matchmaker to make this happen. This is given like somebody seeing before the fact. This don't make no sense. The event is the main thing. They need two performers to do an event. Now, these two performers to do this event are opposite genders. All right, but the way for the person's plan to work is if these two performers are sexually active. Why do you need two performers to be sexually active before a performance? But the whole premise of the performance from the opposition's point of view is that they do not want these two people together. So if they were allegedly sleeping with one another and then somehow perform at the same venue, what they got to do with the opposition? If they wanted them to be sexually active to begin with, but don't want them to go to performance, it seemed like someone tried to matchmake two people, ironically, to be funny, to like hinder the growth of both artists altogether. Even though there were two individuals, but what happened is this is a scenario. Two people, somebody could have wanted to break a couple up. No, somebody had two. All right. You know, you ever heard the saying, "A friend of my enemy is a friend of mine," or "My enemy's enemy is my friend," or something like that. Very significant. All right. So there's a scenario where someone had an issue with the careers choices of two individuals. These two individuals are both opposite genders. So there's one person who has two people that they perceive to be beefing with that are opposite genders. All right. So there's one man, one woman, and whoever the opposite enemy is in this scenario situation. They're like, how you know how somebody be like, oh yeah, two birds in one stone. This is what this enemy opposition thought they was doing. This enemy opposition thought that, how can I get these two people I'm beefing with from their perspective out of my hairs? How can I like do a two birds in one stone? So they concocted this dumbass plan. They're like, I'm going to get them to get together and they're gonna ruin each other's reputation. And that's not what the fuck happened. Now this couple is going to some sort of event or some performance venue to do their thing. Very interesting. Something about artist development. Something about Caucasian women want to work with you. All right. All glory be to God. I had a 2D Dreamcatcher message where it was like these two Caucasian women had came into a room, and it kind of looked like a classroom, and it was just like what had happened. Women sitting in the back of an empty classroom amongst a few other people, seeming to have a conversation. All right, empty classroom. So somebody, two Caucasian women wanted to come learn something from you. It could be two businesses. It could be women owned. Two women want to be up. Oh, two women want to be all up in your business, in your like gossiping type, because they want to learn something about what you got going on. This is giving this energy. These two women, Cancer, Virgo, Pisces, Capricorn, Zodiac, Sun sign placements could be significant, but like here there are two businesses, two women. So two women when they all right, so two women tried to go against you, all right. Now remember what I was saying, it seems like there was two artists, male or female in the music industry, or what the case would be, right. Remember I said it was an enemy or op that had both you or somebody else or two people significant that were opposite sex that would they would proceed to be beefing with. This got to be two different people, two separate scenario situations, same mindset as this enemy or op. This is what I'm trying to say. One person got beef with a male entertainer, and then another person is perceived to have beef with a female entertainer. Two different scenarios, but they're similar because of the intent. All right. There is somebody, but the moral of the message is somebody tried to come to you to learn something off of you without you knowing. Somebody tried to come to you to be nosy, grab information about what you got going on, or grab information that you know of, without doing a give and receive type of situation, because their mindset, their intent was to do you something. But what they didn't understand was when they came into this snark situation, I don't know if it's your personality. I don't know what kind of person you are in particular, but once they once you said whatever you said, if you said anything, this person or people just felt as though they had to divulge information into you. They came into a scenario situation acting like they was going to be reserved, like they were going to not talk so much about themselves and let you talk more about yourself and what you got going on, while you would be unaware. And the whole time it happened to them, the whole switcheroo. How interesting. Minimum of two Caucasian women walk into the classroom, um, from the left side. This could be two females or a Cancer, Virgo, Pisces, Capricorn, sign placement. That could these two people, businesses, take the message I resonate. They could have previously left you in a situation. They act like they knew better than you, or um they didn't want to be a part of what you have going on. um they could have left you earlier on prior to a different scenario situation of what's going on in the topic of your life right now. And this was like one of the best decisions ever, in regards to you, because whatever tomfoolery they were, this could everything I just previously narrated that the enemy opposition wanted from you, and even though the whole switcheroo has happened in regards to a back to sender and reversal, this is something you could have, like, the symbolism of dodging a bullet. Like, these two people, it could be two different individuals. It could be Cancer, Virgo, Pisces, Capricorn, or two women, or two businesses. Take the message how it resonates. They could have not wanted to work with you, be in partnership with you, work in collaboration with you previously. That's not how they feel now. So now this is why they feeling bad, because what they plan to do to you, they didn't even get a chance to do it. Art class previously canceled 2 times. Expressing yourself, your fifth house placement has to be very significant. a few cards. We won't go to the next channel message. One of those two enemies in opposition have lost out on a money endeavor. You, after they stop talking to you, you stop talking to them. You gonna hear something. Somebody feels like they just did something for nothing. They're just in your progression and how your life or whatever you got planned and you've been saying you was going to achieve is actually bringing you fulfillment in your life. To do these enemies and oppositions, prediction, scrambling. They scrambling, bitch. They don't know what to do. They want to be up next to you, work with you, be in partnership with you. They want to learn from you again, and you're nowhere around them. They don't know what to do. You don't know what they would do to get right beside you. All right, that's the message.